And I'm Bobby, everybody's welcome back to another fantastic video. Man's Kelly, and welcome back. So it was Grookey Community Day Sunday, and of course I said we will be getting the next episode up today, on Monday the 19th, which is the same week as YQ Raid Day, or as I ended up accidentally saying, is Raid Weekend. It's actually a Raid Day. Anyway, so this is a pretty much interesting week. So, of course, by the time that you saw from the Thursday video, the Friday, and then of course the Saturday, well, Saturday-ish, and then of course Sunday is in this video. Not that much that was recorded. Anyway, let's just go through. So, of course, as I'm not really going to be putting any writing as what I put up on for Piplup, but we're going to use the same walls is one. We're going to try and find ourselves the shinies, because of course 25 shiny odds, you probably end up getting one. Of course, getting hundos, which of course is in this video too. So keep an eye on those, because one of them is actually pretty funny. And then of course the background, and then of course the, unfortunately, I'll tell you at the end of the video, the background shiny, or shiny with the background, which unfortunately we did not get, but I'll tell you more about that throughout this video. Anyway, let's go into the video. Let's go. Right, we're starting off. We just realised that there was a small update, is that now, this isn't it, that we can actually skip the gift opening. Yeah, we can now skip the gift opening. Of course, this isn't me actually showing you how to do this. That you can skip this, the animation when you're opening gifts, but now you can actually skip the animation for the gifts. I'm not sure. And of course, we got some more XP, which is good, because it leads us into the next clip, which is in a minute, once we get all of this XP. But of course, I need to show that we can now skip the friends gifts screen, but we need to do but we can now do that. But of course, now we're just catching a bunch of Pokemon, and of course this Watchel that we're going to catch, if I can catch it, is going to give us one screen that we were waiting for a while. It's 64 to level 65. Thank God I actually was able to record this level up screen. 1,364 Pokemon caught, 290 Pokemon Pokestops spun, and of course 48 kilometers walked just to get to level 65. Yep, I've got a couple of items there, which is absolutely nice. And now we are going into a Thunderus raid. Yes, Thunderus. This is a little bit harder than I would have liked to be able to do it. As you know, we are using Rhyperior Tyranitar. So, of course, Rhyperior is pretty good rock type against this. And of course, you can see in the back with my alt account is using White Curem here. Because of course we don't actually have White Curem on the main right now. I'm using party power as well. This is how I usually do my solos, or duos, depending on what. This is not really two people, it's basically on me, two phones. But yeah. And of course we've got Mammoth Swine. This is the Shadow Mammoth Swine. This is the normal Mammoth Swine. Basically can use both Agent Power and Avalanche. Yeah. And then we've got my Shadow Mammoth Swine, which is actually a pretty decent Pokemon. I actually like my Shadow Mammoth Swine. Would love to do more to it, but of course, can't really do that. Anyway, here we go. We got an 1884. Not really the hundo, and it ain't shiny. Of course, in this title is Grookey Community, and of course Thunderus Raids. Got a shiny, but it's not at this beginning of this, so it will come up. Okay, yeah, these are really difficult to catch. Annoying because of course the move side to side. Yeah, it wasn't a catch, this one. And then we're gonna go into our Grookey Community Day. So when we walked in here, this is the first raid we did. So now this is raid number 3. Sorry, that we did so far. So in the last episode we did raid number 1. In this video we've got raid number 3 here. So let's see how many raids that we have to do of Thunderus, not Qum. Why did I say Qum? That was the last video, or the last few videos that we have to do to actually get this down. Boom. There we go. We've got Mammoth Swine coming in now. This is not the shadow one. It's doing really well. And you can see in the back there is actually my Polar Swine, which I actually do want to try and get into a Mammoth Swine at some point. And then you've got my shadow here. Finishing off. Boom. There we go. And we've got another one. Oh, wow. Okay, it's small. Very small. Of course, as always, being an absolute pain to catch. To start Grookey Community. Yeah, being a pain to catch. I don't think this one actually was a catch. I can't remember what the CP of this one is. Is it 1852? Yeah, 1852, okay. Is it? And last ball. Anyway, I don't care. It didn't catch. And then we get another one. So this is raid number 4. And it wasn't also... was this one a catch? I don't know. This is 1889. Still terrible. Because the 1900s will be a lot better CP. I think this one... Yeah, I think this was like a 91 or something. Because if 1900 is, yeah, 1889, I think it was like a 91 or something, because of course 1900 is like 95, I think. And then of course we are in a party with my brother, as you can see. And then we're just walking around doing community. course, next Saturday is Raikou Raid Day. We're going to see if I can get a pretty decent IV Raikou. Last time it was in raids in 2024. We didn't get a decent one. So, of course, Grookey Community has started. Of course, we missed out quite a bit of the footage at the beginning because, of course, I forgot to hit the record button. But now we've got the record. So yeah. Starting off, we were about like 2,300,000 Stardust because throughout most of the last few days we were trying to climb up the Stardust. And then we get our first one with the background. Then we get a shiny moments later. And it couldn't get the background. I tried. It's just that it was so hard to actually find the background. And I think in this cluster is our first hundo. Yes, I think. Yeah, that's what we're doing because someone told us that there was a hundo. I think someone found it on Campfire. Someone posted that there was hundo. Yeah, hundo's in this cluster. After we get through some of our eggs here, nothing really good came out of these eggs. Well, the Ordino, I think, was terrible. I think... Nope, that wasn't the hundo. 198, not the hundo. The 247, not the hundo. I think we still need to like war. Yeah, that's the hundo there. That's just gone. Yeah, this is it. The 528 is our hundo, I think. 338. No, I don't think they were the hundo. I think we just haven't got it spawning yet. 212. Yeah, there we go. That's the hundo. The first one. Hundo Grookey. Not shiny. It did not have a background. As I'll show you. There you go. Oh, yep, see? No background. And of course, we've got the... And as you can see, because we've got our Mega Venusaur on in the corner. Sorry, I've glossed over that. Yeah, we've got Mega Venusaur on, giving us some candy. Because, one, I didn't have the Mega Energy for Skeptile. Well, I do have a Skeptile. I just didn't have the Mega Energy to actually utilize it. There you go. Added to the Hundo Dex. And as you can see, we've got Shundo Sableye. But, yeah, I didn't have enough Mega Energy for Skeptile. So, of course, I couldn't use it. So next up is the timed or the research that you get when you check in to a community Bassa meetup. And you get like some backgrounds as well. It's just a free way of doing it instead of paying for the time research for £2 here in the UK. I did not do that as I don't have much money left over. And then you got another background. Yeah, got another background, not shiny. It's one thing that I wanted to do is get a background shiny Grookey, but we did not manage it. It was you know. It's just one of those things, when you go to one of these, you're not going to get everything that you wanted, but luckily for us, getting a hundo was absolutely fantastic. There you go, we got a background and then we get the shiny. Them two just did not connect together. It's just just one of those things. You know, Piplup Community gave us everything. We got 2 hundos. We got the hundo. We got the shiny with the background. All we kept getting was just the backgrounds. If I recall, there we go. Oh yeah, I remember this. We've got a shundo. Well, sorry, not shundo. We've got shiny Grookey back to back. So this is the first one that we clicked on. And then we click on another one. This one here. And it shined again. Just back to back shiny Grookey. And none of them had a background. There we go. See? Okay, we trying to catch this one. There we go. Just to show you, it basically did not have a background. There you go. And then just typing in Grookey and checking my 4 stars. There we go. See, we only got 1 4-star. Why? Because coming up in a minute is going to be the next hundo. Because someone said there's a hundo on the nearby. We were like trying to figure out where it was, and then it only took a few moments to realise that that's what you call the FUIVs, is where it just gives you the middle finger. And then you go. And then this one here is the second hundo. Yes, and that's what we did with the quick catch method. So as you can see, what I'm doing is swiping my screen. So when I was on my phone, hit there, and then hit that, and then hit the run button. That is how you do the quick catch method. And then we've got another background. And then I'm going to show you that was the hundo, because at the time I didn't realise I got a second hundo, which was the 244. I only just realised when I was editing these videos back where we caught the 244, which is in the last clip that you just saw. So, yeah, at the time we didn't realise where I caught the 244 because I was using the quick catch method. And I was just swiping all of them through. Okay, let's go back into the timed research, or the community ambassador research, to finish this off. Also, all of these are actually got the background on it, but none of that shined. Just like Piplup did shine during the community the ambassador research, but it didn't shine this time for me, for Grookey. The next community day, I don't know if I'm going to do, but okay, we've got some law modules, we've got some candy there, which is absolutely nice. Catching what we can. This is another one that we got for the community battle meetup, and of course it will have the background too. And there we go. That's that complete for now. We will find. It took a while to actually get the second page for the time research because it just did not load for us. But yeah, so throughout this, all you're seeing me do, swiping across and hitting the thing, and then hitting the run button. Of course, that is the quick catch method. So as you saw, we'll do it again. Because throughout this, I've been just swiping my phone and hitting the run button. That's all I'm doing. That's how I've been doing all of these. Now we are going back in a thunderus raid. As you can see, you've got some Pokeballs coming up there, because at this point my Go Plus is on. So of course it's going to collect the items from the Pokestops as well as some in the raid, and also it's catching Pokemon at the same time. So while I'm in the raid, it's going to be catching the Grookeys as well. So it's what you actually want when you're doing like community days or raid days, because it's going to catch the Pokemon as well as when you're in the raid. And just the amount of people that's in this raid, like 13 at the moment. That's not the highest that I've seen this. There are tons of people. But unfortunately, because of course the weather wasn't on our side for this community day, because people thought it was going to rain, so people chose not to come. So the numbers were a lot more dwindled. Someone there using the Christmas Sudowoodo. Yeah, I think this is my shadow now. Yes, it is. It's my shadow coming in, trying to destroy this thunderus. What is this now? Number 5? I think so. This is like raid number 5 that we've done for this week, and it was not shiny. It's like a 19 something. Is it? I don't know. What? 1844. Okay, it was terrible. 1864. Terrible AVs. 1, 2, 3. What's this one? A catch? Can't remember. 1. Nope. I don't think this one was a catch. I don't think. 12. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay, this one was actually a catch. 18. Really? Gave me Mega Energy for that? Okay, I did not know that. Okay. So yeah, I've got my Gotcha on at the moment. Not my Gotcha, my Go Plus. Just running in the background. So when I'm not catching, I could just slip through it. This is the end of the route. Of course, to get to the Mateo, and then of course finishing off the party challenge. Also, we've been getting really bad party challenges lately. Of course, and then you've got the Mateo. Thanks for whoever gave me this gift, JFL3. I'm not exactly sure if you're real or they're just bot, because I don't know how gifts work, or if you put in a gift into your route, does it go somewhere else? I have no idea where mine ends up. Yep. Then you got a couple of Grookeys here. Almost the end of Grookey Community. And there we go, that's it. No, I needed to check to make sure that there was no Zygarde cells. There we go, we've got 2 out of that. And then we're just going to end the route here and have that in takes off, following the routes. And then we can finish off Grookey Combo. absolutely fantastic. Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't say it was a bad community day. I've seen much worse, or done much worse. And then we got in our next Thunderous raid. Of course, I'm using the same team of Viperia, Tyranitar, my Mamoswine, my Shadow Mamoswine, a Grazer, and of course a Bomber Snow. So Viperia's coming in. Did I heal this thing? No, I did not. Okay, that explains why that one went down so fast. I forgot to heal. And there we go. Stone Edge, Smackdown, Stone Edge, Tyranitar, my OG. As well as the Viperia is also OG rock type attacker. Coming in here. Of course, Tyranitar's taking this down. Of course, you can see in the back, Crowned Shield Zamazenta. Eventually, we'll have one of those. But if it ever comes back this year, I'll be raiding it. And then we've got my Mamoswine coming in. This is not the Shadow Mamoswine. This is the non-Shadow. And then you're coming in with my Shadow Mamoswine. And finishing it off there. Fantastic. And this one, let's check if it's the shiny. And it was. It shined. Shiny Thunderus right there. Thank you for that. That is 6 raids that we did for this rotation of Thunderus. And we got it shiny on the 6th raid. That means this week on Wednesday I do not have to do the raid hour, adding it to the Pokedex there. I don't have to do the raid hour to try and get the shiny. So we're going to end this video very soon. We're just getting the final couple of Grookeys. I think at this point we're just going to end up walking to the train station to end the Grookey Community. Of course, I didn't really catch much on my alt account, but I was mostly filming on my main. So I could do the crit catch method and just grind up all of the Stardust that we needed. So this is us at the train station now. Just finishing it off at the end of the com day. As we wanted to get the train, the 506 train. There you go, that is it done. Of course, you got some stranglers of Grookey there, but it's like 5 o'clock at this point. Not exactly sure what was going on there. But yeah, that is literally the end of the Grookey Community. So, it is Monday, and we finally got the screen with all of our stats for, the past week. So we walked 12.4 kilometers. I think a lot of it didn't really count. Yeah. And then 14 eggs we've hatched. We found 1 candy because, Groudon is actually my buddy at the moment, so you only get like 1 candy every 20 kilometers that you walk. 3,650 steps and 1,211 calories. The reason why I'm saying that is because that's literally what the stats are for the beginning. Because I don't usually show this screen in a video. And of course, at the end of Grookey Community, we got... Okay, let's put age 0. Age 0. 299 Grookey's Court. That's actually really good, actually. That's just me using the trick catch method. Now if I put shiny, that will... Hang on, did I remove some? Must have done, but I've got 8 on the thing. But I think I got 15 original. I think I've removed some of the thing. And yeah, well, yeah, we got quite a bit. We got 14, 15 is what we got. Because I think some of them